Hi, it is Monday, August 15th. Summer session is officially over. As a recap, I had the government class and the English class this last FastPath. They just finished up last week. And I got final graded in my English class and it was an A. And it looks like government, I'm still waiting for one assignment, but all signs point to an A in that class as well. There's one more assignment that needs to be graded. It's not official, but even with a 0, I would get an A in that class because I had a high enough score even before that assignment. So good news is out of all 4 classes I took for the FastPath summer sessions, which have kind of been beating me up, I'll have 3 A's and 1 B, and that lets me hang on to that 3.7 GPA that I've got going on that is important to me. So couple of things related to school. Fall session starts in 2 weeks. I've got 2 classes that start on the 29th, French and my geology class, another science, foreign language. I'm going to have to draw on that little bit of a D I got in high school for my French class. Hopefully, of course I have to have a C at least, but hopefully we can do much better now. I have been practicing on an app on my phone, some of the basics, so that I can try to get a leg up on what I'm going to learn. But because I only have 2 classes that are starting and that are full semester, those 2 classes start in August, they end in December. My other classes I'm taking for fall, they're also FastPath, but they're staggered. Like I've got one starting in October, one starting in November. So, and then there will be one more remaining class I'm going to try to squeak in December as well. If I can't get it in sooner, and then that would give me all the credits I need for my associates. So I would be done by year end, and that's kind of the push I'm at right now, is to try to make that happen by December 31st. So the mission right now for the next 2 weeks is really kind of just to regroup here at home. I do want to continue to look for a part-time job and some temporary work. I also need to I need to get my place here, my apartment, kind of ready for move. That would be in, believe it or not, 2.5 months. We're talking November 1st. My son gets married in exactly 2 months, so I kind of pretty much, I feel like I only have about 2 months to get everything ready and organized in my own world, because there'll be people and family visiting in town, and that last week before I move out of this apartment, or those last 2 weeks, I won't really have time to do anything. So this is a great time for me to keep my mind busy and do, labor around the apartment, get things packed up, get things reorganized, go through things that I think I can get rid of and don't really need, regroup on just some loose ends. I've still, I didn't get around to getting my Georgia driver's license last week, so looking forward to this coming week. That's got to be the priority. I am going to continue to, I've only applied for a few part-time temporary positions. I am going to kind of get on a bigger quest for that. It gets me out of the house. I think that's important. Obviously any kind of cash flow. And even more so than that is really pushing to finish up the scholarship applications I've already started. I still need to finish paying for tuition for fall, so any scholarship money would be a help for that. And then obviously anything I can get in the scholarship bank for spring would be wonderful as well. So still trying to figure out what to do once I move out of here, where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do. I guess part of it depends on, if I actually ended up with something part-time here that could work out, then I would probably try to just stay here and power through that. But, if I'm just doing some temporary work and it kind of coincides with ending, or there's not much going on by the time I'm ready to move the 1st of November, then it's sort of a toss-up. Do I finish, my classes, as what we've talked about, the benefit right now is these classes are, as I'm finishing up my associates, are online. I can do them anywhere. Do I go to Phoenix and do that? Do I go up to Montana and do them there? Really don't want to take my car anywhere, so it's really about where can I kind of go and make it work without having my car. And there's a lot of places for that, and I've got people everywhere, so I just kind of need to figure out what I think is going to work and what I can financially make work by the time November 1st comes around. Path of least resistance, perhaps. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at on an update today, and things are good. Things are going along. Not sure. Well, I've worked on the website too. So in all honesty, the next, I would say 4 to 6 weeks, the mission is to really finish working with Mom to wrap up the back end stuff on the website so that we can get that launched from the Facebook page as well, and actually start having those resources out there. Sort of the goal for me is definitely to get it launched before year end, but primarily get it launched before I go off to school full time, or enter the second phase of this, which is the senior year. And I'm still researching those ideas, still waiting to hear back from 2 schools. Kind of a lot of moving parts. Today's video, I don't want to get into any of those, the rest of those. Today's video was really just about, I'm still here. These are where your grades are. My grades are. I hope you're all doing great. I look forward to updating you some more here in the next couple weeks and see how things are going. And encourage you, if you're watching this, be sure to like the Facebook page, leave your comments, leave ideas, and show support for me, because the whole mission here is showing support for me now at this level allows me to then push back, and we can all show support for each other and all the other women that are out there that want to go back to school. I've been slowly posting some articles through the Facebook to give some, to kind of get the juices flowing on ideas and options. And if you've got questions, please feel free to message me any questions that you have. So here we are. I've got a couple of free weeks. I got to get my stuff together, get things done. Thank you. I couldn't do it without you. I'm here for you and to help out any way that I can. So thanks for listening. You guys have a wonderful week, and we'll touch base at the end of the week. I'll tell you how things did and if I kept it together to get my stuff done. Bye, y'all.